Um, if it's possible, we can show later on around. And was sagst du? Ah, okay. What Bildschirm? Was soll ich machen? Auf blau. Okay. Sorry, I have to work on the computer. Okay. So let's start. Vira, you can introduce the project a little bit?
Yes. Also, I need to share my screen.
Yes.
Now I have a permission. Yes. I write the last participant that we started. Okay, because we have audience from all over the globe, and I hope if they couldn't join us today, they will see the recording actually. So you see my screen, right? Now
Yes.
it's everything okay.
Yes, I can see it.
Let's go. So, ladies and gentlemen, our esteemed participants, it is my almost pleasure to welcome you to this exciting and enlightening augmented reality workshop. Today, we gather here with a shared enthusiasm for exploring the endless possibilities of augmented reality technology offers. And I am thrilled to embark on this journey of discovery with all of you. I want to extend my appreciation for the organization of this workshop to the Kunstverein Kunsthalle Hannover, with a special recognition for the director, Haro Schmidt.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So our primary objective of this course, this workshop, is to delve the fascinating realm of augmented reality and unveil the myriad ways it can be harnessed to craft immersive and captivating experiences. Through this interactive event, we aim to equip you with the knowledge and tools to conceptualize, design, and create augmented reality experiences that have the potential to revolutionize various industries and reshape the way we perceive reality. So, Augmented Reality Journey is our program that consists of two parts. We have Zoom learning in August. The first day is today. This is an introduction day. And also we continue on exploring augmented reality tools and digital production tomorrow on Friday 18th and then Monday 21st. And Hanover workshops we also scheduled for September. It will be offline journey for 5 days, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th of September. In our Zoom training, we have participants from all around the globe. So for them, Zoom learning will be a self-contained program where we'll not just be learning new things, but also working on our own projects. So being said, we will be developing some augmented reality experiences, and the top projects will be showcased during the Labor 2 exhibition in Hanover in this September. So it will be your motivation to complete the task perfectly and do the best that is possible from your possibilities. So, and I will be your help with that journey. So, attendees from Hanover will further delve into augmented reality technology mixed with virtual reality that we scheduled for September in Hanover. And this session, we will have specific emphases on aligning with the city context. So we will be exploring city context of Hanover, diving deeply on historical levels, and we will be rethinking how we can imagine the Hanover could be looking in augmented reality. and virtual reality will be helping us. So we'll also be taking a deep dive into our virtual reality headsets in Kanzhalle, Hanover, for learning and exploration purposes. So right now, before we proceed, let us briefly understand what augmented reality truly is. And now, because I think I forgot to share a sound, I will just restart it again because it's important for you to hear this.
You've seen it in movies. You've seen it in games. And now, it's in advertisements, product placements, design, consumer apps, and art. It's augmented reality. And this technology is advancing farther and farther every day. You're here because you want to take part in something big, something you'll help build, change, and improve. There are many ways to get started in this journey. You've seen it in...
So the world is changing rapidly, and the modern generation has its own ways and rules of consuming. More recently, the internet had been at the top of the economy, but today it's expanding beyond the boundaries. The merging of the world of physical objects and digital content is beginning, and this is new industry called phygital. So we're living at the time of phygital revolution that is poised to be the next major leap in our digital revolution, seamlessly merging the physical and digital worlds to create a new dimensions of experiences. This convergence of physical and digital realms, often referred to as phygital, represents a transformative shift in how we interact, engage, and navigate through our environment. AR seamlessly blends in a digital world with the physical and digital, enhancing our perception of reality by superimposing digital elements into our immediate surroundings. Unlike virtual reality, which transports us to completely entire virtual worlds, augmented reality enriches the existing world around us, offering endless opportunities for innovation and creativity. So as Ben said, augmented reality is a key component within the broader spectrum of virtual reality that we call VR and mixed reality, MR, and as umbrella for all of these realities, that extended reality. So let's break down a little bit. So virtual reality that we see right now on the screen creates a completely immersive digital environment that users can interact with. It replaces the physical world with a simulated one, usually through the use of specialized headsets, and that technology enables users to experience a sensation of being within the virtual world itself. In virtual realms, individuals adopt avatars to represent themselves. They can communicate, navigate, walk, dance, interact, organize events, concerts, and exhibition. So the video that we see right now on the screen is the Ukrainian pavilion during the NFT Biennale, which happened half a year ago. That particular virtual space is actually extended reality, because that means that we can join that space not only by virtual headsets, but also via computers, via phones, and tablets as well. So right now you see on the screen a QR code. If you scan it, it will bring you to a special app If you download it to your phone, so you can just walk around the space, look on the artworks and interact. If you joined not only by yourself, but many people, because it's kind of multiplayer experience, so you will see other participants, you can use microphone, you can talk, also you can use a chat to communicate with each other. Also, there is portals we see right now on the video. So you press on portals, you can jump to another space, or you can click on the right top corner of the image. You can read description of the artwork, and you can even purchase it as an NFT if it was not being sold. So virtual reality developing for the last decade, let's say, but what we see right now, it's already merging with extended reality. So it's much beyond just a virtual space. It is extended reality. So probably it won't work on every phone, so you need to update iOS system, or the latest phone work perfectly, or better even to join through the computer. And those kind of spaces we call the metaverse. So we exist here, we live here as avatars, and this is our like parallel reality for living, for interacting, and for creating digital experience. Augmented reality that we see right now on the screen, it blends the digital world with the real world. And our AR technology that enriches our perception of the real world by overlaying digital information such as images, videos, or 3D models into our physical surrounding. Now we see on the screen production with Spark AR. I was developing sculptures for City Bocholt in Germany. And we see that creative process when we work with program, and then we test on our phones. So mainly augmented reality works via phones, but at this moment developing all other devices like virtual augmented reality glasses and headsets, which we will talk a little bit later. So how do we implement augmented reality? So the case that we all already know, it's augmented reality books. They blend traditional print literature with interactive digital content when readers use a smartphone or tablet to scan certain pages, illustrations, or quotes within the book. So the augmented reality overlays existing content in the book and adding traditional multimedia elements as animations, 3D models, videos, interactive games that enhances the reading experience by bringing the story and illustrations to life, making them more engaging and immersive. So our books offer a unique fusion of printed text and digital interactivity, appealing to both traditional book lovers and tech-savvy readers. Normally, for digital books, they are producing augmented reality applications. You need to download it, install to your phone, a tablet, and then read the book. So it's like very consuming for the space of memory of your phone. So anyway, such books, they are very popular, and it's a good marketing strategy to give the book a new level of interaction and experience it, and maybe get more sales. So the next thing is augmented reality games. Let's see what's going on here in that video.
Hey, chicken. How's it going, man? Oh, God, what have I done? So, yeah, this is actually really stable. All right, chicken. Oh, yeah, I don't have a... Oh. Let's put this here as well.
So it's kind of a very short video, but augmented reality games is very popular interactive experiences that blend digital elements with the real world using augmented reality technology. Players can see and interact with virtual objects and characters. overlaid into their physical environments through device like smartphone or AR headset. So imagine that world right now. We see that Pikachu is from the famous game Pokemon Go phenomenon that just swept the globe, enabling players to interact with virtual creatures as they explored the real world surroundings. And then unprecedented success demonstrated the power of augmented reality to engage, entertain, and captivate audience of an unprecedented scale. So I was curious, is still Pokemon Go popular? Is it still top game in App Store? So you can check they run world tournaments, and right now it's going on another world tournament, so you can play, you can win, you can interact with other players. And also I've been noticed, I live in Istanbul, recently spotted numerous motorcyclists in Istanbul wearing Pikachu helmets. So because all these generations, they're all gamers, I truly believe that this is like new trend for motorcyclists. So, and right now, let's play a game. So I invite all of you to scan the QR code that you see. It's actually a game working only for iOS, not for Android, unfortunately. So when we develop a game or augmented reality experiences, and if we're using, for example, Unity, it's very important to develop for multiple devices, for iOS, for Android, for virtual headsets, for WebGL. So that game is only for, but those people who have Android, you can see how it's going. So that's a dragon. That's a dragon. So it's only one available for free. And if you want to play, you can purchase another dragons. And when you start the experience, you scan the surface, because all augmented reality works working with tracking surface. And then you got an egg, and from egg coming such a amazing dragon. I really wonder, is it growing a Tamagotchi? I didn't notice any things like to feed him, but it would be really nice. Also, that digital revolution, it is also about like digital loneliness, right? We all remember those times that we were be closed in our homes during the pandemic time, and only like digital apps and games were entertaining us, and the metaverses appeared that united us, let us connect through the distances. So tell me, could you actually, I'm asking participants, could you load the game, and do you see in your phone some dragon? Yeah, I see that maybe nobody played. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Oh, the next
One, it reduces clothing waste, so
the next thing, very big, is a digital fashion that exploded last year in a huge industry. So let's hear a little bit what's going on that video.
One, it reduces clothing waste, so like you can buy a trendy item and just wear it once. Two, it makes having luxury items more affordable. And three, it's all size inclusive, because they don't have to actually manufacture any specific items. It's just like an editable Photoshop file. And though I'm still trying to wrap my mind around all of the ins and outs of actually buying and wearing digital clothes, their array of items is pretty enticing. And there have been plenty of articles heralding digital clothing as the next big disruptor of the fashion industry. So I figured we better try this thing out for a week to see what it's all about. Now, DressX has recently launched an app where you can try on, purchase, and wear digital clothes. I look like an eyeball. Via augmented reality. All right, next.
Puffy jacket.
X marks the spot.
Your hands are crazy.
Oh. Ooh, this one's cool.
Yeah.
Kind of like exclusive Snapchat filters. Excuse me. You caught me unawares. I'm just in my robe. I think this is sort of leaning into that NFT space.
Oh!
Ooh, oh.
It's very A Bug's Life to me.
Edgar Allan Poe-esque, which right now is mostly focused on buying exclusive digital art as like an asset. Ooh, a starry chest. Which DressX's fashion designs could potentially function as is, but a lot of people theorize that the next step for NFTs will be interacting with your digital assets via AR.
Well, apparently the next evolution of NFTs are on the way. Basically, it'll be virtual clothes that we can wear via augmented reality. Hold up, I just noticed it says $4,100 for a virtual shoe.
But at this point, the app and their AR technology seem to be in the early stages. It's supposed to be kind of like a planetarium outfit, I think.
Okay.
Like celestial sky vibes. Oh my god. And though it is cool conceptually, look at the hands, the gloves. The gloves look terrifying. They've got some finessing to do. Oh, look, if I move my leg.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the dress. So we're gonna focus on the still photo / photoshopping aspect of their service, because based on the pictures on their website, they seem to have that down.
Yeah, so digital fashion, right now we saw just a short overview was about DressX, the company that has produced digital fashion. It was founded in August 2020 in Los Angeles by two Ukrainian female founders, Daria Shapovalova and Natalia Modenova. So digital fashion is a cutting-edge concept that redefines the way we perceive clothing and style in a digital age. There are actually numerous applications that exist that are interacting with digital fashion. There are a lot of new applications are appearing, and that industry is growing. Unlike digital fashion that involves physical garments, digital fashion exists solely in the virtual realm. It encompasses a wide range of digitally created clothing, accessories, and designs that can be worn and showcased in digital spaces, such as social media, virtual worlds, and augmented reality environments. So it's if you're involved in the metaverse space, and for us, for people who are joining everyday metaverse event, concerts, is very important to have digital fashion for our avatars, because we cannot join the different concerts in the same clothes. But still that industry is evolving. There are still not so many marketplaces where you can buy digital clothes. But if you go to your Facebook, you know that everybody already have your small avatars, so you can use it like emoji avatar. And if you click on that emoji avatar, then you can scroll and see that you can purchase a clothes to your Facebook avatar. And some clothes are for free, and but some clothes designed by designers. Also, there are many companies, and DressX also represented there. You're buying that with like $30, $45 per digital garment. So that evolution of digital fashion led us to boom of digital fashion shows in metaverse.
One, it
Trying to
reduces one.
yes, that video to show you. This is a show in metaverse, just an example of digital realm, digital world. Last year was a boom for digital fashion shows in metaverse, and prominent brands like Adidas, Gucci, among others, and digital designers like we see right now, Chen Wong, they embraced this innovative approach to showcasing their collections. With the rise of technology, digital fashion offers a unique opportunity for self-expression and creativity. Designers can create intricate and imaginative pieces without the limitations of physical materials. and users can experiment with different looks and styles in different spaces. So these digital garments can be customized, shared, and even traded, creating a new dimension of fashion culture. Digital fashion also interacts with sustainability. It addresses some of the environmental concerns associated with traditional fashion production by eliminating the need for physical manufacturing and shipping. Digital fashion reduces the carbon footprint associated with clothing production and consumption. As technology continues to evolve, the boundaries between physical and digital experiences blur, and digital fashion is becoming increasingly relevant. It opens doors to new forms of artistic expression, social interaction, and business opportunities, creating a vibrant and dynamic landscape at the intersection of fashion and technology. Also, there is a growing technology is purchased through AR. So when people stand in front of mirrors that is reshaping augmented reality clothes on their body, they made the decision, do they like clothes or not, and they will purchase or not. So this technology is growing, and like in a few years, probably we will be consuming these things through the augmented reality technology. Right now, it's not so advanced. It is just like we're playing games, but all those games, they lead to transformation of the future. So let's dive to the another video. Yeah. Because we invited some people who were interested in architecture, and our Hanover experiences will be related to rethinking of the future of Hanover. So we'll take a look how does augmented reality technology reshape the industry for architecture, design, and for the real estate. AR is rapidly transforming the fields of architecture and real estate by revolutionizing the way professionals design, visualize, and present their project. Here is how AR is making a significant impact. AR allow to architects and to designers to superimpose digital models on building structure and interiors into a real-world environment. Like we see right now on the left top corner, the man is walking just in the empty space, but he basically seeing he has a digital environment screening through the augmented reality. So he can get a feeling how it will work if he will invest some money and build that building. So this technology enables them to visualize how proposed design will look like and fit within the existing surroundings, making design decision more informed and accurate. So AR enhances client presentations by providing immersive interactive experiences. Clients can walk through a virtual representation of their property, exploring various design, materials, furniture, and finishes in real time. So this will lead to a better communication and understanding between architects, designers, and clients. For construction and renovation projects, augmented reality enables on-site planning and visualization. Architects and constructors can overlay digital plans into the physical site, ensuring precise alignment and measurement. This minimizes errors, reduces and improves the project efficiency. So this AR empowers interior designers to test different layouts, furniture, color schemes within existing place, and clients can see before they pay. before any physical changes made, leading to more confident design choices. So also augmented reality is available too for educating into to the real estate students, because it builds interactive learning experiences, allowing students to explore design, construction process, and property management in a dynamic way. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to switch between video and next slide. So, as Ben said, AR experience through various devices. What we know and already used to, including smartphones, tablets. We heard about smart glasses and even specialized AR headsets. We see on the screen HoloLens on the left and Apple Vision Pro that will be delivered to our stores next year. So, but still the most common tools that already have in their pockets is smartphones, right? So the widespread availability of smartphones has positioned augmented reality as a leading technology between all XR technologies.
Vira, we cannot hear you.
Why?
We are not able to hear you.
Wait.
No, sadly, still not.
Okay, let's.
I'm here. Ich bin hier, alles gut.
Ich glaube, irgendwie das Mikro ist aus.
Vira?
Yes.
Vira, can you hear us?
Sadly not.
No.
I'm not sure. I don't know
I
why.
hear you.
Mute, unmute.
Ah.
Ah, okay. Online, can everyone hear Vira? It's only we who cannot hear Vira. That's not good.
Ich glaube, ich habe hier ein Problem verursacht.
Yeah, so for everybody who is
Ich hatte
moment.
es aus Versehen, aber es ist
We are
aktiv.
still
Ich
not
verstehe es
hearing you
gerade
here
nicht.
in the Aufruf. So,
Um,
can you give us please 3 minutes?
Okay. So those people who are online, tell me please, could you hear me during my speech or nobody hear anything?
We can hear you, Vira.
Okay, that's promising. I don't need to repeat again, right? So while we have some break, I see that there are some participants who joined. I see that names I already know. So today is a introduction lecture into augmented reality technology. We look into the different videos, we get inspiration, maybe something you already know, maybe you're opening everything to yourself just right now. So as we have 3-5 minutes break, let's jump into the introduction of ourselves. I would like to know better about your purposes. Why are you interested in augmented reality, and what would you like to get from that 4 days workshop? If anybody wants to start a short introduction and a few words. Okay, is anybody here with microphones? Natalie?
Hi,
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 hello.
Vera. This is Natalie. Basically, I'm an NFT creator, so I do 2D animation, and I'm happy that you've invited me to this conference, to this online session. I'd like to know more about augmented reality, and I think that would uplift, will make my drawings in the future more interesting. So that's why I'm learning.
Cool.
Thank you for the
Oh, you
opportunity.
joined us from Mauritius, right?
Yes, it's about 7:30 here.
Yeah, it's not so late. Yeah, it's inspiring. Yes, I saw your artworks, and we will learn some tools how to blend animation into augmented reality. So you definitely can benefit out of this course. Thank you for introduction. Also, I see that Natalie Dase Okay, open her video. Would you like to jump or short introduction? There is Natalie Desek, if I pronounce correctly. I see that some video, something is happening behind, but nobody is responding.
Vira,
Also,
Natalie,
Hello, hello,
Natalie
Vira.
is here in
Yes.
Alfhof, and she's you on the huge screen, and has you on her phone, mobile phone. So it
Ooh.
can be a bit complicated to talk because of this sound, you know.
Yeah, she can talk from your camera, but from your sound, I think, right?
Yeah,
Anyway,
maybe.
don't stop. How many people right now in Kunsthalle Hanover?
Vira, can you hear me?
Yes.
Ah, okay. So yeah, I mean there are a few people, but it's the surrounding is a bit noisy sometimes. But it's okay. I just want to say, oh, it's better now. It's better now. Okay. Aha. So for the audience, it's better. So it's rather a huge amount of options in the augmented reality section, and yeah, I think it's very interesting, and we should just maybe introduce the ones who are here, and then continue a little bit.
Yeah, let's.
I don't know how is your time schedule, but
We have time actually. Yeah.
okay, so it's easy for everybody. Just by the way, there around the corner there is some water or Coca-Cola in the gastronomy. You can please feel free to take. Okay, so we continue a little bit, and Natalie, do you want to introduce? No, she's she's out. Okay, so I give you back to Vira.
Yeah, so for those who joined us from other countries, right now we have how do you call it? Merge workshop, hybrid style. So we have some people who are in physical space in Kunsthalle Hanover, and we have people who joined us from different parts of the globe. Also, we have online two participants from Turkey. I would like also them to introduce themselves like shortly. Eda and Vural. Eda, would you like to make short introduction?
Hi, I'm Eda. I wanted to participate in this project because I wanted to study design engineering, and I'm into doing a 3D design. I'm using Blender a little bit and Gravity Sketch on VR.
Wow, that's cool.
I wanted to learn more about AR and VR and how to do design and art in them. So that's why I'm here. Thank you.
Yeah, those people who has a gravity sketch and VR headsets, it will be really helpful for you to produce digital assets. So if you have it, just let me know. So we also can dive a little bit how to adapt objects you created in headset into the augmented reality. And with those people who are joining us from Hanover, we will be closely going talking and learning how it works, merging VR production with augmented reality. Also, we have Vural here. Also, he is a very talented student from Turkey. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Ural. I'm a high school student from Turkey, and I joined this workshop because I want to learn more about the intersection of AR and architecture, and also other design fields such as um, fashion design or interior design. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's very cool. So for all those kind of production, we actually need to create digital assets. So we will be talking tomorrow of any different ways, possible ways how to create digital assets. And it will be fun, I believe. So also we have, I think everybody, right? Tomorrow we will know some people from Germany who didn't make introduction, but they will be joining from Zoom from their computers. So we can learn about those people too, a little bit. Also, my question to Haro, tell me about the moment where you stopped to hear me. What was the moment where you heard me and then you stopped?
Yeah, it was just the last part of the last video about the architecture. So maybe.
Yeah, we can repeat it, right?
Just repeat the last part. It was just 2 minutes, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So it's that one. I start my screen.
Work has a very different definition as we move into the digital revolution, where work means thinking and creativity and collaborating with others.
I think the modern workplace is changing and it's affecting everyone. Why wouldn't we want to make people's jobs better when we can?
Mixed reality allows us to find new ways to express creatively and also problem solve creatively.
Information workers have been pretty well supported by technology over the past 3 decades, but there's a lot more that we need to do to support how the workplace is changing.
More and more today, people are working remotely. They're not all located in the same physical building. Imagine being able to change the people you're meeting with, the place where you're meeting, or the content that you're collaborating around, all in a matter of seconds.
It really unlocks new possibilities for the way that information worker can be productive. Inherently saying you want a PC on every desk implies that people have desks, but we know that there's a huge part of the workforce that actually don't have desks. In fact, we think 80% of the workforce are what we call first-line workers, and we think they number over 2 billion worldwide.
When computers have the ability to understand the real world, a bunch of really powerful things can happen.
We've been looking at the critical workflows for the first-line worker, and we are committed to bringing products to market to help them do their jobs more effectively. One of the first critical workflows that we uncovered was for the field service worker who often needs to call in for some expert help. And with mixed reality, we can bring the expert to them, and the expert can see what they're seeing and can annotate into their space and help them solve the problem and verify that's been done correctly. Another critical workflow that we've uncovered is around training employees on new products, processes, equipment. Companies are spending a lot of time and money on this today, and these things change often, and they're so critical to their operations. Another area of opportunity is around space planning. Companies need help designing and planning out their spaces efficiently. Mixed reality enables them to view their designs with digital objects, and they can see them at scale, and they can walk through them and iterate before they have to make the costly decisions.
And I think all those things come together to sort of shape what this modern workplace looks like as we go forward. Digital transformation is really impacting every industry, every company today. And the companies that we see that are most successful at digital transformation are those that empower their employees and rethink the employee experience all the way from the boardroom to the information worker and then onto the first-line worker.
In the past, Microsoft has focused mostly on providing us with ways in which we can do more. Now we're starting to entertain ideas of what it means to achieve more, and that by its nature has a certain amount of value associated with it.
And this has inspired us at Microsoft in the work we do to create products and services that will empower people in this new world of work to do their very best work, to solve real problems, and to achieve more.
Yeah, so this about actually Microsoft HoloLens, and this was about the mixed reality. So this is a future that is awaiting us. As you already heard, we are awaiting for Apple Vision Pro, and this Microsoft HoloLens, they released the Microsoft HoloLens #2. The price is mind-blowing. It's $3,500 for the devices. So definitely it's not affordable for everybody and for everyone. That's why still augmented reality in phones, it will be dominating tool for everybody, that for mass adoption, but that is for enhanced experiences. So basically mixed reality is focusing on the interaction with real hands, with real body, with digital content. This is our future. Right now in virtual headsets in Oculus Quest 2, we have tracking of the fingers, right? And we have some mode kind of blending with digital reality with real world surrounds us. But the future will be much more interesting, because we will be able to control that world, to create, to interact, and to get response on human bodies. And I am awaiting that time when it will be possible, because I really want to build interactive experiences with my art, with my sculptures, so people will be able not only to see it through the smartphones, but also interact in the mixed reality. So that is our future. And I think I skipped that video about architecture that you didn't hear in is that one. So I will repeat a little bit that context, what was happening here. So the context about architecture, that is, augmented reality is rapidly transforming the fields of architecture and real estate, revolutionizing the way how professionals design, visualize, and present their project. Here is how AR is making significant impact. Right now, we see image tracking, and person who is scrolling through the magazine can easily scan the QR code and see how does building look like. This design visualization helps the man on the left top corner. You see, he is walking in the empty space, but he sees how his future building will look like before he invests and before he pays for that design and for the construction. So it really helps people to make a decision, to calculate cost, and to make adjustments to the design and to the construction. Also, it's related to city planning, that using real world city maps, we can see them in augmented reality. We can change some details, and also we can work with augmented reality in our interiors, so we can add some objects that do not exist, but we can try. Already that feature is there is an IKEA application. Before you buy the couch, you can just AR into your physical space and check how does it fit your space in your interior. So that technologies already exist, but it is evolving, because right now we can even walk through our houses before we build it. So AR enhances client presentation by providing immersive, interacting experiences. They can walk through building, they can look on their future property, exploring various design options, material, finishes in real time. So that was about architecture. What is the future that is awaiting us? This is interesting thing.
That's easy. It's definitely getting to work on all those input and interaction techniques and basically discover this new way of interacting with objects. For those of you that didn't see it, a couple months ago, we announced HoloLens 2 in Barcelona at Mobile World Congress. And this is actually a video of me getting to show all of those interaction techniques that we've spent years developing. And the thing I love about it is, I actually had to pinch myself before I went on stage and asked, was I dreaming? Because when you think about it, this kind of stuff is the stuff you normally see in movies, with like actors, waving their hands in the air on a green screen, and then they all the artists put that all up in post-production. But what you see here on stage, this is real. And what do I mean by that? I am literally seeing the holograms that you're seeing in this video. I'm actually interacting with those sliders, with the buttons that I'm pushing in. That's me. That's actually what I'm seeing. And that is really incredible. And in fact, to prove to you that this is real and it's not just smoke and mirrors, we're actually going to recreate the buttons that you see here and those sliders that you saw earlier today in Mixed Reality Toolkit. And so, yeah,
Yeah, so then she will explain how to build it. The building process is very complicated. So they are spending, like big teams, many years and decades to develop the technology.
that's easy. It's definitely, that's easy. It's definitely.
That's not easy. That's definitely not easy. So the future of AR.
Number 6, outdoor and indoor navigation. AR could make it easier to navigate in outdoor and indoor environments. For indoors, a line could overlay the ground and guide you toward a destination in a large airport, an airport parking lot, a large mall, an office building, a college campus, and so on. For outdoors, instead of typing in an address in your map software, you will be able to point to a location and the directions will pop up automatically. And you can follow an AR created trail on the ground, perhaps with consideration to physical obstacles that might be in the way.
Yeah, so this is a big video.
Number 6, that is achieved through the use of digital visual elements, sound.
Let's watch it because we have time.
Number 6, outdoor and indoor navigation. Augmented reality is an enhanced version of the real physical world that is achieved through the use of digital visual elements, sound, or other sensory stimuli. There are many augmented reality use cases we'll see in the future, like in education. Augmented reality has a number of applications that can help improve the learning experience for students, especially for more visual-focused learners. One of the primary advantages of augmented reality is the ability for a student to inspect a 3D hologram from many different angles. By moving around a virtual object or rotating it in space, they can better examine and understand certain concepts. This alone can revolutionize learning in topics like biology, anatomy, cosmology, geometry, and more. Augmented reality also enables students to benefit from at-home experimental learning. Students can run scientific and mathematical simulations in 3D space and view the results from every angle. For example, students can see how certain medications affect various organs in the human body, and they can adjust various physical conditions on a virtual planet to see how those conditions affect its ability to support life. This kind of learning is more likely to be memorable and understood by students compared to other methods. Number 2, appliances, furniture, and other tangible products. There are already over a dozen smartphone apps that can make this possible. With AR, customers click on the product and instantly see it overlaid wherever they point their mobile device. That means customers can see how appliances and furniture look in their homes. In this scenario, customers could quickly change types of appliances and furniture, colors, sizes, and so forth. This is excellent for visualizing room arrangements and color matching before making a purchase. Shopify AR is an example of a tool that already allows customers to view products in natural environments before buying them. This is to ensure that the products are a good fit for the purpose intended. Even though this technology already exists, it will only become more seamless and user-friendly over time. Number 3, clothing and fashion. Augmented reality simulates in-person shopping experiences online by allowing customers to see how a product might look on them. For example, customers can see how virtual versions of jackets, footwear, jewelry, makeup, and sunglasses look on them. Some people call this virtual fitting room technology, and its global market is projected to hit $10 billion by 2027. Smartphones, smart glasses, and other handheld and wearable devices will provide the bulk of these experiences. Smart mirrors are another way to use augmented reality to facilitate these types of experiences. Many large retail chains like Ralph Lauren and H&M are already featuring smart mirrors in their stores. Number 4, Jarvis-like virtual assistants. A company called Mojo is currently developing AR lens with micro-LED displays that place information inside the wearer's eyes. Its first priority is to help people struggling with poor vision by providing better contrast or the ability to zoom in on objects. But eventually, the lenses will be made available to everyone and could be used to show things like health tracking stats, text messages, weather reports, and more. It could also help us enhance our sight in low light conditions or serve as a teleprompter for speaking events. Eventually, AR lens and AR glasses could be used to augment the world around us and even facilitate virtual assistants with the help of sophisticated AI. Depending on what permissions you grant to a virtual assistant's software, it could listen to all of your conversations, read your emails, monitor your blood chemistry, and more. With access to all of this data, this AI-enabled software would learn your preferences, anticipate your needs and behaviors, shop for you, monitor your health, and help you navigate toward your mid and long-term goals. Number 5, the creation of the metaverse. The combination of augmented reality, virtual reality, AI, 5G networks, and other technologies will make an open metaverse possible. The metaverse refers to a convergence of physical, augmented, and virtual reality in a shared online space. The metaverse is the next step in the internet's evolution. You can think of the metaverse as a 4D version of the current internet. The metaverse can be thought of as an internet that you're inside of, rather than one that you're merely looking at. It will impact every industry in existence. Number 6, outdoor and indoor navigation. AR could make it easier to navigate in outdoor and indoor environments. For indoors, a line could overlay the ground and guide you toward a destination in a large airport, an airport parking lot, a large mall, an office building, a college campus, and so on. For outdoors, instead of typing in an address in your map software, you will be able to point to a location and the directions will pop up automatically. And you can follow an AR-created trail on the ground, perhaps with consideration to physical obstacles that might be in the way. Number 6, outdoor and indoor navigation. AR, instead of typing in an address in your Number 6, outdoor and indoor navigation. AR could make it easier to navigate in outdoor and indoor environments. Consumer education. AR can help patients understand the benefits and risks of certain medications and procedures by providing visual demonstrations and simulations. Assisting doctors. AR can help doctors by creating simulations of how certain procedures should be done, and it can help medical students by offering a very intuitive representation of the human body. Medication sales. The competition among drug makers is fierce, and even the slightest advantage can lead to huge sales. If a salesperson is trying to gain the attention of doctors towards a new medication, they can use virtual simulations to demonstrate the positive effects of the drug. Number 8, automotive industry. AR heads-up displays can help drivers process information that enhances their view of roads. This type of display can make drivers aware of potential hazards occurring ahead of them on their commutes. They can also make it easier to navigate than the traditional map software could due to customized visuals that are tailored to the terrain. Car manufacturers like Nissan, Audi, and Volvo already use this type of technology. Additionally, AR can be used for automotive marketing. BMW and Accenture designed an AR application that enables customers to experience a new car in the driveway without having to go to a dealership. Customers can also see what their virtual car looks like in different colors. Number 9, sporting events. In the United States, the Major League Baseball League is exploring the possibility of using analytics data from its Hawkeye baseball tracking system to create AR experiences. By having precise data on where players and the ball are on the field at all times during the match, AR delivery in a virtual space can be accomplished with a greater degree of accuracy and realism using this type of data. It seems likely that data from other sports such as soccer, American football, golf, and others could use the same strategy to provide AR experiences to fans. Number 10, virtual user instructions and assembly instructions. AR-based virtual user manuals can display 3D holograms, overlays, and visual instructions in the form of 3D animations for products such as vehicles, refrigerators, cameras, and more. And when it comes to assembly instructions, we'll be able to see the construction of items such as desks, cabinets, and more in many phases in the form of 3D holograms and 3D animations. Thanks for watching. To learn more about augmented reality, make sure to watch the video to the right.
Yeah, so actually, if audience have a questions, you can write it down somewhere, because I already received a question and I think it's nice to answer right now, because coming from Netflix Live from Mauritius, she is asking, what is the difference between mixed reality and augmented reality? Mixed reality is to experience a physical space through human interaction, whereas augmented reality is an experience through headset and phone device. So basically right now, I think very few people, they have Microsoft HoloLens and Apple Vision Pro. So we have these two devices. This is my Oculus Quest 2 and iPhone. So augmented reality right now for most of the users exists only through iPhone. So it augments some digital context to the real world through the phone camera, adjusting on our face, as we know that as our Instagram filters or Snapchat filters, right? Or we are using world effect using back camera and to augment our digital context to the real world. VR headset is virtual reality. When I go inside, I don't see real world. I only see content that exists here in Oculus store. So I can purchase applications, or I can go to visit some events, to talk with friends, to learn, to entertain. Also, I can visit cinema. So there are a lot of context inside. But basically, it is not merging with real world. So the next big leap of technology is when they are mixing headset with phone. And those glasses like HoloLens and Apple Pro, they are kind of transparent. So basically, through those, namely glasses, they see real world and can interact with their real fingers with digital content. Also, evolution of phones like technology LiDAR that has iPhone 12 and younger. So they have scanning of the real space and objects that you place into the virtual environment through the AR, let's say, they can stick to the real objects. So this is, namely, we are coming closely to MR, to mixed reality. Mixed reality is when your digital content recognizes the real object and can interact with it. So I'm awaiting the time when it will be available. Partially, we have some filters, but again, that use LiDAR. But again, if like majority of people, they in some places they don't have the newest iPhone, they won't be able to perform your experience. So you must be sure that everybody can play with the creation you do. And why it is important? Because it is important, especially for small cities, if we create city projects or augmented reality parks or some entertainments, it is very important to design your experience that everybody can try it and can see what is going on. And because not everybody has the latest device, that's why we cannot, for public events, implement the latest technology. This is kind of a problem. So, did I answer on your question, Netflix? Like, is it clear? I hope yes. Yes, thank you. So also, you can write in a chat if you have questions more.
I have a question about it. If we, I mean, so we will mainly work with our iPhones or smartphones and tablets too, if possible. And but the glasses at this moment, the glasses to create AR, they are quite expensive. So there's a new one from Apple. I think it's about $3,000.
Yeah, I talk about that.
Yeah.
Like the price is mind blowing. Like also HoloLens costs 3,500 and Apple Vision.
Microsoft too, right? Yeah.
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 What I think the most interesting thing is to be developer for those glasses than to be consumer, because to consume is you're just using applications, but to develop the new digital leap and shift the technology is much more complex task, and it's much more interesting because developing something new that didn't exist before, we are becoming co-creators of the future. Like we're building that future with our hands. So how will look like our cities? This is one visualization, probably, I think it's dream of marketing agencies, to overlay our realm with digital content and to sell us the project. But not only that, we see there is a weather and there is navigation on the streets and some test drive and some digital dinosaurs or whatever will exist in augmented reality through the AR glasses. Actually, creators will define what other people will consume. For example, maybe city will look like as that digital, crazy futuristic concept. So it really depends on the people and on their vision. How do we perceive reality and how do we create that digital content? So it might not seem so a crazy dream, but the world is getting ready for that. Now I will show you the technology that is already exists. This is Spheroid Universe, is a marketplace where you can buy plot of the real land, link it to the real city, and you can build your digital content. Now, I'm trying to show. So this is Digital Worlds. I also purchased, it was actually 2 years ago. I have my digital plot just in the middle of Manhattan in New York City. So why I chose Manhattan? Because we are building that stuff. Spheroid Universe is not only one application. There are so many. There are Super World and there are many others. But the thing is, who will be dominating? Spheroid University announced that they will be present in HoloLens and they will be existing in the Apple Vision Pro. So basically, people who will be walking on that street, W51st, is just about the Paramount Plaza in New York City. They will be seeing my content. I will place there as a digital creator. So let's show you just an example. It's not an example. No. I will show you. It's just visualization, but it can be whatever it is. If we go to that marketplace, it must show us extended reality metaverse. It was some nice visualization, but now I cannot find. Anyway, so basically, so those cities, they will be looking like whatever we create here, right? And there is a time to buy that land because it's one plot costs around 35. That one, something I clicked, it costs $92. You can search in this place, for example, Las Vegas. You can buy some digital lands over there. You click and you choose some place. But better to choose places that have some value, like cultural value, or where you exactly know that there are a lot of people walking on that street. For example, that Bob Museum. Can I buy Bob Museum? I like to buy museums. So, so this is the future, and that Spheroid VC prices, like we can press buy. It's only $300, but then you need to build that content. And how to build content, we will be exploring tomorrow, because how that extended reality, mixed reality, augmented reality will look like depends on the content creators, right? So our augmented reality journey futuring will start actually tomorrow at the same time in Zoom session, the same link. So what we will be doing here, we will be diving deeply into the augmented reality of SparkAR. Probably we will need some Blender. I have my SparkAR open here. There is my digital sculpture. So basically that is imitation of smartphone screen. So I can enable tap to screen, simulate touch, right? I can touch, I can interact. So we will learn all this stuff. From inside, it looks a bit complicated. So tomorrow all day we will be working and exploring how everything is working here. So why Spark AR? Spark AR because we can just go to the new file from template. New. If I close it, what will happen? Yeah, will happen that. So basically, we will talk about all these possibilities, how it works, and what can help us tomorrow to start to think about our projects, actually. Why Spark AR? Because all the things that we went through today, those are very complex applications for surgery, for education, for some industries, for production, for learning. They're very complex tools that are developed by big companies, and they are launching on their phones or lenses, headsets as applications. So, and if they are publishing on App Store or let's say Google Play, that means that anytime you need to load content, for example, to read augmented reality book, you need to download that application, and maybe you don't have space enough. So it's always some complex stuff. Do I need one more application or not? This is especially if you're a digital creator, where however big your digital storage, it's never enough. So that's why actually we need to use Spark AR. There are two main points why Spark AR, because it works with as augmented reality to Instagram filters, and most all of users, they have Instagram already installed in their phones. And second, that this tool is very comprehensive. It's very cool because we can create here interactive experiences. Right now, it is not mixed reality because we interact only via our phones and using tap to screen. That's it. But we need to programming through the scripts, through the patches. So we use some visual coding for that. Here is patch editor. So now I can make it bigger. So here's our patch editor, and we will be using, we will not program all the stuff, don't worry. So there are some templates, so they already programmed to make our life easier, but we will learn some basics, how it works. So yeah, going back to our presentation. Just we have some time, I would like to tell you a little bit about my expertise. Why should you learn from me? So I started to work with augmented reality since 2019, and before that I have 20 plus experience in the art in general, with the art, visual art, right? So that one, I've got some projects that I'm really proud of. That one project is for big one that happened in September 21, just right after pandemic, for city, for the small city Bocholt that is near Düsseldorf. And that city celebrated 800th anniversary, and it was artist residency named Open Spaces 800. So I've created 5 augmented reality sculptures, and they've been all about the city history. So I've dived deeply into historical museum. I made my research. I come up with ideas. What do I want to create? And right now we see that project is augmented reality sculpture for celebrating 800 of city Bocholt, and it stays just here, you see, nearby another physical sculpture that was a gift to the city for 775th anniversary. So 25 years before, the city got that physical metal sculpture as a symbol of Europabrunnen. So that city was recognized as Europastadt. It was recognition and gift to the city. And in 25 years, I'm creating that augmented reality experience that is showcasing us how rapidly technology developed within the last 25 years. And what I like about augmented reality, that it is not stuck to any physical rules of our physical world. So if we imagine that sculpture, the same huge as the Red House on the main square in that city, it would be like heavy as several tons of metal, and it would be impossible to make these kinetic movements for the real one because it would be too heavy. We need to make some physical construction to hold it. So probably it would be just so stable and as a Europabrunnen sculpture. But augmented reality gives us enormous possibilities and expanding our opportunities to bring our vision to life with much less cost, let's say, and to express our vision. Probably me as an artist, I would be happy if somebody will, in a few years, maybe in 10 years, will build such a big sculpture and place there so people will be able to see. So we had some problems in the city because it is like a city where not so many young generation people because they are all in Düsseldorf in a mega city, and here is resigned people living like age 55 and plus, and they were very interested in new technologies, but the problem was they are not using modern devices. And if they have like the old iPhone with iOS 10 even not updated, so it was even impossible to run that experiences. They couldn't even scan QR code. So for us, it was like challenging how to showcase to the local communities augmented reality, how to introduce to them. But I must admit that many people, even in age 80, 86, they were visiting our laboratories. I've been working in a municipal laboratory, not laboratory, library. It was like my laboratory, but it was library. So it was a very interesting experience. And next one, I would like to show you that I've built, mainly my medium, I work with augmented reality sculptures. I do create them in a gravity sketch, right? Tomorrow we will learn how to make digital production through the AI. AI now is trending. Finally, I found a tool that we can generate 3D mesh. So I will show you tomorrow. But those tools are different. They are just can help us to create digital content. And right now on the left, we see my augmented reality sculpture park that was built for Kharkiv city in Ukraine just before the war. And it was supported by municipality and Kharkiv city administration. So I created 14 sculptures, and we must open it last year on April 7th, it was planned, but it didn't happen. So right now it exists as NFT. So NFT is also a tool to preserve digital cultural heritage. So partly those sculptures I showcased during NFT Summit last year in Istanbul. So you see on that video, we published it via X Masters, its application, so you need to download, and they still exist, those sculptures in Istanbul on Taksim Square. Tomorrow Haro is coming to Istanbul. This is Taksim Square. If you download XR Master, just in front of Marmara Hotel, they are linked through geolocation to this. This is at the Turk Cultural House, and now I'm giving an interview for the Netflix. I was recording for Netflix last year for Turkish Netflix, and right now we see Marmara Hotel here. So Marmara, Taksim, if you will be staying, you download XR Masters, you register with your email, then you use the building as a marker. So you use building, it's working like marker for the application to start to work, and then you will be able to see my sculptures floating, spinning around. And that project, because one co-founder of XR Masters was showed on the AVE immersive conference in Silicon Valley last year. So people were watching the course from Taksim in Silicon Valley. So this is
I will
another.
do this definitely. Definitely.
Yeah,
I will do this. So I have to mark the which building?
Marmara Hotel. Marmara Hotel.
Marmara Hotel. Okay. Okay. So my question is, do you need to show this augmented reality projects in the city centers? For example, also in Hanover, you need some kind of marker to place it where it always stays, or that's for me one question which could be important and interesting for everybody.
Yeah, so we will be working in Hanover with Instagram filters. So we will generate QR codes, and we must place QR codes like we do for exhibition labor too. They will be installed in a clock, right? In a clock construction in the city center. So our QR code is a marker to start experience. If person has an Instagram installed, it will be working. If not, it will ask to install Instagram. With that XR Masters, this work differently. There are no any marker installed in Taksim Square. It's only like people need to know that it exists, and people who involved in XR community, they know about it. So basically building is working as marker. So this is reality. Building is a marker. Not every application can track buildings. Instagram cannot do that. For Instagram, it's complicated stuff to make tracking of building, but people who use Unity to build their applications in augmented reality experiences, that was built with Unity. So it is possible. So basically building as a marker, and that's it. And all places with geolocation. So this actually is all for today. If you have some questions, all our practical work we start tomorrow. If somebody has a question, I would like to answer. Actually, yeah, for tomorrow, please prepare. You need to install SparkAR, right? You need to install SparkAR. If you have Blender, this is a big plus. So you don't need it tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow we will learn a lot of things. We will have recording of our session, and you will have 2 days almost. One day is a Thursday and almost all day Friday. You will have to work upon your ideas. What would you like to implement? And also you will try to do something actually based on the knowledge we got during the tomorrow's class. So on Friday we come all together and we will go through all your projects and to help you to build it better. So obviously you will have many questions, probably something will not work. So we will be building that. And then we will have one more day on Monday. We will see how our workflow will go. Maybe we will have time to dive into our Snapchat filters for augmented reality clothes. This is a best tool right now for digital fashion with augmented reality. This is SparkAR doesn't have such capabilities like Snapchat. So basically a lot of really cool work is waiting for us. Get ready with your ideas. So I would like to hear that tomorrow. Like you can start already thinking today what you like to do, so we can think how we can make it via Spark AR. Yes.
One question.
Yes.
Do we have to install Spark AR on the iPhone or on the
Computer. Computer.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so Spark AR is here. It is working only on computer. Also, I asked Haro and girls from Kunsthalle Hanover, did you send participants link for download Spark AR? Did you send links for?
Yes, we did. We did
Yeah,
this.
so you can
So
just follow
everybody
that
should be
link.
informed. Yeah. So, but there are a few participants not showing up today because it's a rainy day and probably here nobody found time to come here. But maybe tomorrow. I hope tomorrow there will be some more artists participating.
Yeah, so I think that recording, when it will be ready, you can send all participants who missed our introduction day, so they can listen, they can got inspired, got prepared for tomorrow. Actually, it would be really cool if you have opportunity to have two screens in front of you, like two laptops. So, or maybe you can just merge your laptop with TV, right? And have two screens to see what I'm explaining and to try to do. At the same time, I'm explaining. It would be the best, I think. But if you don't have opportunity, then we learn. You collect questions during the process, and then you see recording and try to do something, yeah, on your own. Yeah, you don't have a sound, yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I hope we can record everything. So in case that some informations got missed, then we can find it maybe in the record and come back to it.
Yeah, I think yes. This is my sculpture. Look, this is sculpture I applied to Labor 2 Hanover. And it looks in you see there are a lot of assets. It has also we can create some animation. Actually, animation gives us feeling of endless movement and interaction, and give us feeling that object we place in augmented reality can be alive. So if I use right now some some simulation touch screen, so we can program interactivity. So there is program tap to screen, right? Tap to screen starts this loop animation block, and it works with all particles. They started to move slowly. Maybe I press something, right? Yeah, so it reacts on my tap to screen. So anytime I make tap to screen, it makes reaction. So I really like to program interactive for users. Sometimes it is complicated because people who don't use to work with augmented reality, they cannot get why it is not working, but it has tap the screen instruction. You need to tap the screen, then animation starts. But I think also during such kind of events and cultural exhibitions, we need to have some people who explain how does augmented reality works properly, and particular that piece or this piece. So we can create just basic animation, or we can create really complex interactive experiences. So that's it. That you will see during Labor 2 in Hanover. I already sent all information. Okay. We don't hear her in.
Okay. So Vira, thank you a lot. Thanks a lot for this really heavy introduction. It's it's not so easy for people who are just at the beginning of the digital development. But I guess it's very interesting, and it's a bit a pity that there were not so many participants. But hopefully there will be some more tomorrow, and we will still push the project a bit and see what happens. And
Yeah, I think everybody who really interested, they already here, so that's a good sign. And I think when groups are smaller, it's easier to work with everybody because it takes time. You know, if it's like 20 people, we wouldn't have time to work with everybody projects. But our goal is to deliver some projects within that 4 days. So then it will be possible to exhibit in Hanover during Labor 2 that start August 29, actually. So we have big motivation to just come up and start building.
yeah, and finally, you will be here live at the beginning of September, and for the opening already. So we will have you as also here as an artist. And at this point, I also would like to say that we will have a huge project, Lighttime. It's called Lichtzeitlabor, Lighttime Laboratory. And within this project, we will also have some projects, some augmented reality.
I will be performing like this.
Yeah, but it's more like a virtual reality.
Yeah, but actually we will create extended reality because we will be showcasing to real world using projectors.
Yes, definitely. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it will be VR performance, but it is already extended reality. We extend beyond the boundaries, digital content, using other digital devices. So they're so clear, we can make it.
Definitely, yes. Okay. So, any more questions?
One for me. What is Blender?
Blender is a digital tool. I will show you where is digital tool.
Ah, yes.
For modeling. Actually, I started my digital journey in 2019 when I presented on the I'm Design conference my idea about my sculptures, but I couldn't visualize them. So I thought I need to study modeling. I assigned to some courses and we learned Marmoset Toolbag. We learned 3D Max. We learned ZBrush. We learned like 7 programs within 3 months. I felt like my head is exploding. It was really tough because, you know, so many neuron systems in 3 months, it was too much. So the thing is about Blender that it contains everything, modeling, sculpting, UV editing, texture paint. It's
a 3D program.
Yeah, it's a 3D program. We will be using that only for very simple goal to optimize our models for Spark AR, because the models we generate with AI or we take from Gravity Sketch, or sometimes we are buying from CG Trader or other platforms, they are too heavy for augmented reality. So optimization is the key point, that all your digital assets must be low poly and optimized for the environment. So tomorrow I dive deeply what is low poly, what is high poly, but we will not be pretending like we're cool 3D modelers. Some people are learning here. I know that Ida is learning and some other people probably too, but we will make some simple steps to make our projects alive within 4 days. So I believe it would be easy. So I will show you how to make it easier. Just I don't like to spend much energy, so I try to optimize all my processes. That's why actually I jump into VR, because in virtual reality I can create my sculpture with my hands, I know how to draw very fast, within 2 minutes, let's say. And then comes process of optimization, programming in Spark here, etc. But if I would try to model the same sculpture, like here, or that's another one. If I would try to model that sculpture in a Blender, it would take 10 hours, 16 maybe. So it's modeling, I don't like modeling because it takes too much time. I don't have time, so I will teach you how to make things fast. And also, I'm really excited that right now, artificial intelligence is here. We have some students, I taught some students from Turkey artificial intelligence course in January. We dive deeply into different artificial intelligence tools. But how did they expand just 6 months later? We will see tomorrow. It's like mind-blowing. I was awaiting some AI tools that help me to generate 3D objects. And it is there already. So we will be using tomorrow AI generation for 3D. It is better than what 6 months ago, but it's not so advanced as I want. But still, it is evolving. I think in 6 months later, it will be really cool. Also, they are preparing some tools to generate AI architecture. I will show you tomorrow. So it will be like you can assign, it is not developed, but when they develop, they will just throw you email and you can start playing. It will be not just a cloud of dots, it will be mesh that is low poly and available for metaverse production, for augmented reality, etc. Yeah. So there are a lot of things to do, and we try to make our process easy. So that's it for today. Is any question we have? Let's answer them.
Awaiting tomorrow, and it was a very interesting lecture. Thank you very much. Really.
Thank you so much.
Here's something special.
Thank you too from my side and from the audience. I guess it was really nice and very heavy introduction, the possibilities and options. And we just hope to have just a little spot of information tomorrow where we can try out what we will learn from you.
Yeah, we will have 2 hours actually. So 2 hours.
Thanks a lot and see you tomorrow in real time.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
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 Ciao.
Mhm.